One life, make an impact.
Silence. Rolling.
Quiet.
I'm Amit. I'm CEO and co-founder of Car Dekho Group. The journey started in 2007 when I came back to my hometown Jaipur. Started this company along with my younger brother Anurag. We both are basically tech people at heart and had a big dream. We wanted to build a billion-dollar company back then without knowing how we'll get there. And we explored many ideas between 7 to 13 and finally zeroed into Car Dekho, which now is a known brand. One thing that I've uniquely liked about this journey is the power of dreaming big. And when you dream big, it suddenly starts to manifest itself in your execution. We had little capital available. We were bootstrapped for 7 years. Me and my brother Anurag, we had to do practically every single department. We were coders, we were digital marketers, we were distributors, we were salesmen, we are operations guys. You actually end up learning every single part of your own company. I'm a joint family guy, blessed with a really awesome family. We all stay together. When I was working in Bangalore, my father was detected with cancer in 2006 and he passed away in that year. I had two options, either to get my grandparents and my mom to Bangalore or myself come back. So I chose the latter, to come back to my hometown. And I think that was the best decision I made because that made my grandparents live 10 more years. This was a little more circumstantial in the way company started. I came to Jaipur. There were no companies where I could get a job. There was no IT industry in the first place. That forced us into a circumstance where we started our own company. Primary success mantra that I personally believe that has worked really well for me is that I find happiness in small things. I don't wait for big things to happen. I should be grateful to God for giving me an opportunity to serve people. The big vision that you always see is going to happen over a period of time. Enjoy the journey to get there. If you're not happy or enjoying the journey, you'll never get there. So we started up when startups did not exist. Biggest challenge you face, especially when you're running from a small town like Jaipur, there's no IT industry even. So you're the first one here doing a startup with no tech talent available. So you have to actually hire people, train them, groom them to be startup team practically. So we actually ended up spending a lot of time training our own resources. They were all from local colleges. Ordinary people came into the company. And each ordinary person I'm talking about became extraordinary because of the exposure they were able to get. Many people think let's hire from IITs. These are tier 1 colleges. My personal realization has been that the talent that you get in local colleges here is far more hungry also. And I think I've seen the scale to which they can scale up. So I think that's one other challenge that we faced about how talent was a crunch. The first and most important one was moving back to Jaipur to my own family. I found peace and happiness here. And I think in the journey, as long as a founder journey I have had, this was the most critical aspect of family support, which makes me the man I am. I'm a very content, happy guy at home and at work both. There's no rat race I'm in. I'm just a better version of myself every day. That's how I define myself. The second key decision that I took along with my brother was not to pick up funding. 2010 to 13, we kept on getting term sheets and we did not pick up money. And that in hindsight actually saved us a lot of equity. And the third key decision that we took was pick up funds in 2013. And that was the time we needed the cash to scale up the company. So while the second and third look not to pick up money, timing is very critical. So I think we timed our funding very right, and that basically makes sure we have a lot more equity left in the company now. 2008 to 9, I started investing in future and options. That was practically to become rich faster. For first 2 months it went fine, was multiplying money like crazy. And then came the crash of 8-9, the market tanked from 18,000 to 9-10,000. And practically we were bankrupt. There was no money left in the company, even to pay salaries. At that point of time, I realized that there's no shortcut, there's no substitute to hard work. And a sustained journey will take you there. Around 17-18, when capital markets saw a downturn, and we had to let our people go. And that kind of has an emotional impact on any founder. And I'm very emotionally connected to all the people I have. I call it Girnar family. And I think at that point you start feeling you have to, live today to die another day. That's probably my biggest learning from that phase. It's a long journey as a founder. And you're building it for decades to come. There have been tough days, but never low days. I've always felt enthusiastic when I come to office.